We've got a full schedule tonight. I'd like to welcome everybody to the March meeting of the Crappie Anglers of Texas, our third meeting so far this year. We appreciate everybody coming out. I know it's getting the time of year that we all start getting pretty good sized smiles on our faces and starting to catch some good fish. And tonight we've got a bunch of stuff that will hopefully help y'all improve your catches this spring and throughout the year. So before we get started, we don't have any new members, brand new members signed up tonight? Do we have any guests, any visitors? 1, 2, 3. What was your name, sir?
Bob Miller.
Bob Miller? Glad you're here, Bob. This is Crappie Fishing 101 with Ernest Patey. He's the guy that's going to talk here in just a little bit. We'll let y'all have a copy of that. He actually knows a little bit more than he lets on, so but he's a good guy to listen to. I ain't giving him any tips. I'm not giving Kevin any tips. Kevin Rogers, Jeff will introduce him in a minute. Him and Gary Dollahan came down to see us today. We're very excited about that.
I'm an avid crappie angler. Grew up in New Mexico, fished Conchas, Ute, Elephant Butte, all those lakes there a lot. Moved to Eufaula, Alabama for a few years, then moved to Tulsa about 20 years ago and have been there ever since. And I do office right there at Gene LaRue Lures, Bobby Garland, which is a manufacturing facility in Tulsa. So if you see a Bobby Garland or Gene LaRue product, that product is made right there.
This is the 2-inch slab slayers. Here's some of their strollers, and the colors are, I mean, they've got, and like you said, any color you want. This is a gold and looks like a black licorice. It's got the gold and black.
You need to hold those for you?
Well, I think we pass them around if I can take one. I don't know. I think that's a pretty color too. Here's their strollers. So a lot of you all have fished with the Bobby Garlands before. And I think ever since I started using these jig heads, I've lost less fish than I did with the other jigs. I've been using the hooked ones, sickle hooks. And Kevin is quite peculiar. Or, no, you're from Peculiar, Minnesota, Missouri.
But I am on.
Oh, okay. He fishes. He's been fishing about 18 years, and I think you've been fishing those 18 years with your father.
That's correct.
Yeah, he's qualified for 15 crappie classics, and he's won over 22 tournaments, I think, on Truman Lake itself.
Just on Truman alone.
Truman, and you also have 3 major victories through the Crappie Masters and the Crappie USA, and they won the very first one-pole tournament on Truman. So with that said, Kevin Rogers.
Thank you. That's a pretty good introduction, but what's that mean to you guys? Nothing. Not a thing. But with that, we've won on 15 different lakes in 5 different states. And again, that doesn't mean anything to you, but what I'm going to show you is how we've won those tournaments. So hopefully you guys pick up a tip or a technique. That's what these seminars are for everybody to learn something. I go to seminars still, watch bass fishermen, try to pick up one tip. And I'm going to go through a lot of stuff, and I'm a rambler, and I'm going to just start spitting stuff out. So if I go too fast, catch me at the end, and I'll try to walk you through exactly what I was talking about. I want to feel that thump. That's what we're all here for, to feel that crappie thump. I mean, that boom, that thump with this braided line on that 10-foot pole, it makes me stay up at night. So that's why I use the braid. And I can feel it right now. And I want to tell you a quick story about that thump. Last year I took a week off of work to go fishing all week. Turned off my cell phone. I got a pretty demanding job. It's always ringing. Turned it off. Went fishing 1 week, and it was the weekend of Mother's Day, so I knew I had to go to Walmart and get my mom. So I'd been fishing all week long, and the fish were on fire. And I am standing in Walmart, looking at the Mother's Day cards, with my hand on my cart, reading the cards. Somebody knocked my cart, and I set the hook. That's when you're ate up with crappie fishing.
Ernest is going to spend about 15 minutes talking to us about our Lake of the Month, Lake Louisville.
Okay. Pretty much these notes I've given you are the same notes that that I was passing around to some of you last year, but there's still some good information. But we're blessed in the fact that we've got this lake right outside our door that's truthfully one of the best crappie lakes around here. But it's a kind of a lake that you kind of need to know some real basic facts on, because you can go out there and beat your brains out and not find any fish at all, or you can go back with 60 or 70. And I've seen that happen on the very same day, when one boat would just kill the fish and several others wouldn't. I've been very, very proud of the way this club has grown and matured. When we first started, we were preaching education, and I think it's taken hold just really well. I can see when Paul used to come in and just kick our butt every week on the tournaments, and over the first year or two, and things have evened out where there's starting to be some competition now. It's not always one winner, and we've got a really good group of fishermen that when you tell them something, they listen. Kevin, thank you. I mean, that's, you know, where else can you come and listen in 1-2 hour period and hear, you know, different sides of the same coin. We all love to crappie fish. Some of us do it for the tournament. Some of us do it just for the fun. Some of us do it for both. So, you know, this is fantastic. I appreciate it.